Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my June wrap-up and my July TBR. I also have a few things that I want to talk about at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that, but for now let's just dive right into what I read in June. So the first book that I read in June is The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami. I do not have the physical copy with me, so I will insert a picture somewhere on the screen. And I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. This is the first book that I've ever read by Haruki Murakami, and I enjoyed it. It was a little different than what I'm used to, and I'm sure that his other stuff is better than this one, but I did really enjoy it. The next book that I read is Falling Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes, and I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I read this book with Keely over at A Bibliophile's Journey, and I really enjoyed it. I can't wait to finish the second one. I've already started it. This is an excellent YA fantasy series so far, so I cannot wait to continue on with this series. The next book that I read this month is Shutter by Courtney Alameda, and I ended up giving this book 3 out of 5 stars. I know that a lot of people said that they enjoyed it, but for some reason I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought that I would. I think that while I was reading it, I was kind of spacey and not really focusing on the book itself, so I didn't really understand what was going on through some parts of the book. So this is probably a book that I'm going to need to reread at some point to fully understand the concept of what was going on during the story, but for now I just gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read is Seraphina by Rachel Hartman, and I did another buddy read with Tiffany over at The Crafty Home. I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. You know, it's a dragon-based novel. It was a little bit slow at parts, but overall a very good read, and I cannot wait to read the second book in the series, which is Shadow Scale. The next book that I read was The Princess Diaries by Meg Cabot. This is book 1 in the Princess Diaries series. I have only seen the movie, and the movie is a bit different from this book, and I think I enjoyed the way that the book kind of evolved more so than the movie, so I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars, and I will definitely be continuing on with this. And the last book that I read this month, and probably the best book that I read this month, is The Martian by Andy Weir. This book is absolutely amazing. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It's an adult science fiction novel. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. This is this author's first book, and I'm just, like, shocked by that because it was so good. So this is definitely one of my favorite books so far this year. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. So those are all of the books that I read in June. I didn't read as many as I had hoped, but still I did put somewhat of a dent into my TBR. So let's dive right into my July TBR. So right now I am currently reading 2 books, and the first one is Rebel Spring by Morgan Rhodes, and I'm about 100 pages in, and I am loving it so far, and I intend to finish this very soon. The next book that I'm currently reading is Ghost Story by Peter Straub, and I'm also about 100 pages into this book. It's a very strange book, and it has a lot of different things going on, but I do plan to finish it in the month of July. Now, the rest of the books are books that I would like to read, but there's definitely no guarantee that I will get to them. The first one is Pines, a Wayward Pines thriller by Blake Crouch, and I mentioned this in my book haul. I'm very excited for this book, and I hope that I have an opportunity to get around to it. The next book that I would like to read in July is Magonia by Maria Devana Headley, and I talked about this also in my book haul. I've heard a lot of great things about this book, and it is fairly short, so hopefully I will get to this one. Next, I would like to read Finders Keepers by Stephen King. This is the sequel to Mr. Mercedes, and this is going to be a trilogy, so I really want to read this book. I need to, like I said before in previous videos, I need to do a recap of Mr. Mercedes so I know where this is picking up from, but I'm definitely excited about this one. And lastly, I have 2 graphic novels which were also in my book haul, which is The Walking Dead Volume 11 and Volume 12. These are very quick reads for me, and so I can guarantee you I will get to these in July, and they can just kind of split up, you know, the bigger books that I'll be reading. Those are all of the books that I plan to read in July. Now let's go on to what I needed to talk to you guys about. I am graduating with my master's degree very soon, and in my college you're required to take an exam, like a comprehensive exam, in order to graduate. So I have that coming up at the end of August. So from here on out, I've been posting 2 videos a week, but I think until I've taken this test, I'm gonna have to bump it down to 1 video a week. I hate to do that, but it's really distracting me from my studying and trying to read and stay on track with everybody and keep up with what's coming out. I think that I need to kind of take a step back so that I can focus on my studying, because if I do not pass this test, I only have one more opportunity to take it before I graduate, otherwise my graduation date will be pushed back, and this test is very, very difficult. So I need some prayers and some uplifting thoughts so that hopefully I will pass it the first time around. So I will more than likely be doing one video a week. I'm not sure of what day I will be uploading yet. I haven't really decided on that, but after my test is over and if I pass it, hopefully, I will go back to my normal video posting on Mondays and Fridays, you know, twice a week. So this is only like a temporary thing. So if you guys have any recommendations or any kind of videos that you want to see in particular, because I'm limiting it to one video a week, if you have a request, let me know and I will get to that, you know, during this whole process. That way you guys see what you really want to see instead of just like filler videos. So let me know in the comments below what you're interested in seeing and I will definitely do those. But that is it for this video, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed. Please leave a comment down below, like I said, for requests. Let me know if you've read any of these books, what your thoughts were, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.